Welcome to the latest edition of Power Talks. Today I'm speaking to Chris Longbottom, who is CEO of MOPO, a Sheffield-based company specialising in sustainable energy solutions. Now, Chris, can you tell us a little bit about your company and your plans at the moment?
Absolutely. Thanks for having me, Marie. So MOPO is an off-grid energy distribution company that uses batteries and swappable batteries in order to actually distribute energy to our customers. And the reason we've done that is because we operate in African markets. So we operate in Nigeria, DR Congo, Liberia, Sierra Leone, and we have partners in Chad and Uganda. And we often operate in markets where there's literally no grid infrastructure at all. And we wanted to build a profitable way to distribute energy to customers in those locations. And so that's what we set out to do, and that's kind of the journey of MOPO.
Brilliant. Can you tell us a little bit about the practical applications of MOPO?
Absolutely. So we have two battery sizes at the moment. We've got the MOPO 50, which you can imagine is similar to a power bank that you or I would use, except it's more advanced. And we have a 1 kilowatt hour battery called MOPO Max, which can be used for higher power. So what are these batteries used for? The smaller batteries used for kind of household, mostly phone charging is a huge thing. Also lighting is important as well. And the MOPO Max is used for homes still, but higher power users, commercial applications, and it can also be used for transport, so electric 2- and 3-wheel vehicles.
Okay, wonderful. Thank you. Can you tell us, our listeners, about maybe an interesting case study or two?
I certainly could. I could probably tell you 1,000, but a few come to mind. We have in our markets, there are, for example, gold miners who are traveling for kilometers and therefore aren't able to stay in touch, aren't able to use their phones until MOPO came to that town. Now they take it with it, they can go and use it. We've got commercial operators of MOPO Max who can now continue their business either in off-grid or weak grid areas, running whatever applications they're using. Refrigeration is a huge one. And then there's also the more kind of interesting stuff, like children who can now study with the MOPO 50 using the light. At night, they can continue to study, whereas previously they weren't able to do homework or study after dark. And then, even to our agents, we've got over 1,000 agents operating across these countries, renting batteries out on a daily basis. And some of those has come from not being employed to working with us to then being able to afford to pay to their wages to go to university and have graduated. So there's kind of, there's a million stories, and it's been an amazing journey so far.
It really does sound amazing, Chris. So can you tell listeners about your plans for the future?
Absolutely. Well, it's actually a big milestone for us because we've now done 25 million battery swaps in all time, but our rate is 1 million battery swaps a month now. So that's 1 million households that we're delivering energy into every single month. And we're really excited to not only start small. I talked there about the small battery giving light to the home for the first time, but we have ambitions to go all the way to building the future of the grid, starting based on renewables, solar grids, but starting from what the customer needs and values to build a commercial reality of a grid, even for much higher power users, which we internally tend to refer to as MOPO grid.
Sounds amazing. Thank you. That was such a great insight into the work you do, and just simply best of luck with everything.
Thank you very much. Nice to talk to you.
Thank you. Lovely to speak to you too.